5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is 14 North Radio with Mikey Solis, Sean Miller, and Jerad Benson.
Look at that. Look at it.
You feeling torqued today, dude?
I'm drinking some coffee.
So if you hear that noise, that's Sean having a seizure.
Yeah. I want to do one of those, those Islander dances before they play rugby, you know?
What?
You ever seen those dances? No. I think they're New Zealand. Before they play
Will
rugby.
they all just jump up in the air?
Look it up. It's like some tribal dance, and they all stand in a line. The entire team does
I know
it.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they chant and they try to intimidate the other team. I want to do that before we should all do that before every podcast.
Where nobody can see us and do it.
No, we'll see each other do it.
We just feed off that energy.
We got to feed off of
Or are you
that.
going to try to intimidate the other podcaster?
I'm trying to intimidate the other podcaster. The guest is, we got to do it in front of a guest.
So they're unsuspecting.
Just chant. You look it up on YouTube. It's kind of funny to watch.
What is it called? It was rugby warm-up dance? Or?
Yeah, it's like, it's New Zealand for sure. It's New Zealand rugby warm-up tribal dance. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I feel like if New Zealand wasn't so far away, dude, I would just would love to go.
And just live there?
No, just chill
check it
out.
out.
But it's it seems like you'd get an easier time trip to the moon than you would trying to get to New Zealand.
What would weird me out is if it's winter here and summer there. It'd bug me. I'd be backwards and confused going, I don't know
That's
what
how
to
it is
do.
in the Southern Hemisphere, man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do.
December's your summertime. Can't even get a Christmas tree.
We were talking earlier before when I was getting torqued and amped up. I'm drinking loads of coffee tonight, by the way.
Because you got hammer pants last night?
No.
Loads of coffee.
Loads of coffee. I'm taking loads of coffee. We were talking about Yo Mama joke. Oh, here's the video.
Yeah, let's describe this real
play
quick.
real quick.
Describe that real quick.
There is a red thing that says YouTube right now on the TV. It says YouTube's and it's red. We're waiting for it. It's 2015 and our internet's slow, like dial up. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, advertisements. I hate these ads on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, dude. I remember
They're
the
so
days
annoying.
when there was no ads.
You remember those days?
Here we go.
Here they go. They're going to chant. I don't know if anybody could hear it. This is a Mike Witt dream, by the way. He dreams about this in his sleep.
About
A bunch of dudes just doing dances.
Bunch of dudes.
30 rugby guys.
Yeah. They're going to start it. Uh-oh.
They
This
look
is New
mean.
Zealand?
Yeah. They're getting torqued. This is me before the podcast right now, guys. Fucking razor sharp focus.
Everybody else on the other side, so they're just all hugging.
Yeah.
And then we got the New Zealand's, and they're just getting ready for
Look
it.
at that. Look at that. Arms akimbo. They do this every game.
Those are some big mother
They're huge.
Dude,
truckers,
yeah.
dude.
What if you saw a dude doing this in the alley? Walking over a bar and there's 5 dudes getting ready to fight, but they do this?
Maybe we don't take that alley.
Right?
It would kind of scare me a little bit.
I bet if you put a Metallica song over this, you kill the audio, it'd look pretty good.
Or a
Yeah.
something from Gary's CD selection. Probably go well with this.
That's, dude.
Some Lady Gaga.
You know what? It's funny if you were in Gary's, if you had to live in Gary's iPod selection, dude. Look who came up.
Boom.
It's Katy
Katy
Perry on the TV, dude.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah, she's real hot, dude.
I'm glad
What are
I
you talking
figured out who
about?
she was. She's
So-
kind of cute.
I had a little issue. Something's been bothering me, dude.
You have notes.
I do. I have notes on some things, but I did want to talk about where did all these national days of something come from? It's fucking National Pet Your Dog in the Balls Day.
Today is National Truth Day.
Yeah, I heard that's what sparked this.
Like, you got to be truthful all day? Or
Yeah.
What?
Now, somebody
It's 8 inches, by the way, guys. I know.
the National
No,
Truth Day.
truthful, not truthful day.
No, yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Mike.
No, so how today was explained to me was the first of the month of April is April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
So the last day of April should be
April Truth Day.
Truth Day.
Really?
But that made sense. But I just there's National Blue Pen Day or some there's these fucking days that who started this?
You know why? Because there's a national day where you make up national days. That's what started it.
Like who? There's got to be somebody who's
No,
just.
because
thought it was funny.
people. I don't know, because then there's National Sibling Day. There's National.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I don't. You
like,
know, I realize I have
Pancake
no.
Day, National Donut Day, all this bullshit.
And so there could only be really 365 of these days,
Yeah.
and some of them are already taken by regular national holidays. But who gets to? Is there a committee
Right?
that does it? That says, okay,
I think it's just a social media thing. Like somebody started like making this hashtag, and then everybody's like falls.
No, this
suit.
this goes back, right? Don't.
No,
a lot of these-
when
no. I
did you
just
hear about
recently
this
started
shit?
hearing about this.
Within the last year, that's when you started hearing about all this silliness.
the National Hot Dog
Really?
Day. Like, when who
People, let's make up our own. Let's make up one.
can we submit it?
I
Because
don't
I feel
know.
like you only got 365 days to submit something.
What should we come up with?
National Do Whatever the Fuck You Want Day.
No, let's make it more specific, like National
Hall Pass Day.
Oh yeah.
Am I asking too much now?
No.
No. No.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where they come from. I don't know.
I mean, and there's something for everything. And it just, I don't know. It just seems stupid that.
For anything that we could care less about, though, you know? Like, I've never saw one that was super awesome. I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? I've never seen a national whatever day that's super awesome.
Okay, well, let's take it back from when it wasn't really started.
Hold on, I found out.
What's that?
Oh, shit.
All right,
He's plugged into the Matrix, folks. What do you
is
got?
this some dude just making
You
see,
see, I fucking knew it. Why does that guy get to make up the days?
Right?
Like, I didn't get a vote on it.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We
Start a
should
committee?
go. No, we should go take our. Oh wait, I could see what he's reading on the screen. Mind explosion. No, I was going to say we should go do the New Zealand intimidation dance in front of him to make him stop, or challenge him and do our own.
To try to take over the national
Yeah.
naming days?
Yeah, and come up with real awesome ones.
So,
Yeah,
like,
it's
only the 14 North guys get to pick the national
No,
days?
I mean you could send us a letter once a year,
and you can submit it?
and we'll have a monkey kind of turn one of those barrels and pick it.
So it looks like some of them have been around for a while. Like National Donut Day was during like the World War era,
Really?
and then this other guy made up Onion Ring Day, and he just made it up like a few years ago. I was like,
No,
"What?"
that's off. That's off. Strike that.
Fucking onion ring day. Boom.
Boom.
You know who made it up? The ranch dressing company.
That's fine.
Right?
Right.
Hold on. So, is there a list of national days?
I was trying to find the list.
Because that's what we need. Because then we could go through and strike all the bullshit ones.
I don't know if it's all this coffee I'm jacked on, but it feels like it's 110 degrees in this room.
Is it
I
really?
feel like I should take my clothes
My
off.
ice cold, not Heineken, is keeping me pretty cool.
So did that trick work? Your science trick work?
My science. Oh no, not really.
It didn't at all?
It didn't seem any colder.
Oh.
So I've seen this life hack where if you put a wet napkin around a beer and put it in the
Oh, I
freezer.
heard about that.
But I did that and it just, I don't know. I like my beers real frosty. Like you-
ice cold.
Sean,
right?
however, he could drink like a liter of warm spot, dude.
See, when people say warm, it's not warm. It's
It's
just
room temperature.
not even room temperature.
I've seen you do it.
It's about 10 degrees warmer than what you would drink. So that is what? You'd say 45 degrees?
It
at
says
like,
40 to 45 is what you should have. This
Yeah,
in. This
I
is
could
no
drink it
one-
at like 55.
This is probably, I could tell you this is probably what it is right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not cold.
Yeah, I could drink that no problem. There was something recently I was drinking. Oh, Guinness. I drink Guinness at room temperature.
Oh no, see,
I
I
leave
gotta
it in
have
a
it cold.
drawer. No, have you tried it room temperature?
I don't
though?
like room temperature.
Have
know
you
this.
tried it? Have you tried it?
No, because I know I won't like it.
I thought the same thing, but I took that challenge.
I feel like a Guinness at room temperature would be like sticky or like
No.
like syrupy.
No,
it's
delicious.
In like in UK, they drink it room temperature.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
warm beer in the UK.
It's not warm. It's just not
It's
as
room
cold as
temperature.
this. Guinness is drinking room temperature.
And then I heard they don't
But-
even have air conditioning in their
they
bars.
don't.
Like cask.
They don't.
Because have
It
you ever had a
sucks.
cask beer?
Yeah, like a real cask.
No, I never
Yeah.
had cask beer.
So it's just like room temperature beer.
You know why I never had cask beer? Because everywhere I go that has cask beer is already fucking
Gone.
by the time we get there. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
you know the
Folks,
it's like
all you guys, and I want everybody out there, get a Guinness, leave it on the counter, and then drink it. It's delicious.
I feel like that's sacrilegious in my book.
dude.
That's
All right.
good.
I found some.
All right, what do we got here?
Geez, May 1st has 5.
Okay, so May Day we knew
International Tuba Day,
gone.
Loyalty Day,
That's gone.
Mother Goose Day,
That's definitely gone.
Save the Rhino. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Let me keep that
You
one.
wanna keep that
Rhinos are
one?
Cool. They're
Yeah.
cool.
Space Day.
All right, I'm on board with that.
What the fuck? Like, it's just so silly. Look at all of them. Yeah, I know. I've heard about Star Wars Day because they say May the 4th be with you.
Look, no socks day. No socks day.
Gone.
You don't like what?
No, I mean we're wasting days.
Twilight Zone day.
What is it? Dance music. Dance
Yeah.
like a chicken day. 14. That's gone.
I feel like the people that made these up should.
On my
Look,
birthday,
wait,
it's
look.
pick Strawberry Day.
Hold on. On May 16th, on May 16th, you get Love a Tree Day. Can that just get folded into Arbor Day?
Yeah.
You see,
or Earth Day.
who's in charge of this shit?
People make it up.
Hey, do you know the
That's what
guy
I'm
who
saying.
created Earth Day
Uh-huh.
murdered his girlfriend and stuffed her in a trunk in his closet in New York? And he originally got away with it, but what happened was the trunk started to leak down into the neighbor's house.
Oh, shit.
And so they finally busted him. But the guy who started Earth Day,
No shit.
yeah.
Wow. When you said he almost got away with it, I imagined Scooby and Shaggy like. Almost
If
got
it
away with
wasn't
it.
for you pesky
Yeah, he
kids,
just like ripped off his mask.
If
it was
for
an
her-
Earth. It was a planet.
if it wasn't for her decomposing body leaking through the roof, he would have got away with it.
Man, I didn't know that. That sounds like a movie.
Dude, you can't really get away with murder these days.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Like, it's really hard. Like, back in the day, you might
sound
be...
like he's speaking out of experience.
like, back in the day, you might have been able to, but now it's like, they're going to find one hair.
Yeah.
And be like, that was him.
Anything now.
Or somebody breathed on you and you're like, you're screwed, dude. It's not like I was watching There Will Be Blood, where he killed that dude who pretended to be his brother.
Mhm.
It was so easy to do back then. You just kind of killed the dude and
Oh, he
buried
shot him in the woods.
Yeah.
When,
But he
like,
did get caught. Remember the guy
The
was
guy
like,
knew.
The guy knew, but he paid him off to not talk.
Yeah, but it was one of those.
But it's like,
nothing
that's the
gonna
same thing.
happen.
It's like, man,
Yeah.
kill the guy.
I think the only way you can get away with it is if you have a ton of money.
And you're white, and you have 7 awesome lawyers that are now
No,
dead.
you don't have to be white. Look at OJ,
That's what I'm
Hey, hey,
that's
hey.
true. Well, I was kind of going the OJ route.
right? I don't know. Yeah,
2 of those dudes are dead now.
which
The
ones?
lawyers
The
or
lawyers?
what?
Johnny Cochran's dead.
Did he get killed?
Wait, what? When did
No,
he die?
Johnny Cochran died a long time ago. And then,
Really? I thought he was still a lawyer.
yeah, so I guess,
Look,
the first
can you Google
Kardashian, the dad, the Kardashian dad,
Yeah.
and then Robert Shapiro, who's alive
Hmm.
now, who does LegalZoom.
I'm thinking of Robert Shapiro, I think.
But there was one more. No, that's who it was. The Kardashian dad died, right?
Yeah, he did die. I do remember that.
Yeah. And so him and Johnny Cochran died. And so whoever's left, that's it. They're next.
Man, I feel like in elementary school, Johnny Cochran.
He
We
died
could all
in
guess what his-
2005.
Yeah,
Really?
05.
Wow. We could all guess what his sort of made fun of name is.
Who?
Johnny Cochran?
No, I never heard that joke.
No, I'm saying we could guess what his. When in elementary school, if I was a kid with him, I'd be like, "What's up, Johnny Cochran?" You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. You know what? When that trial was going on?
Maybe
on,
I
that's-
was the only one who got made fun of for my name.
Wait,
so
you
screw you,
knew
guys.
about Cochran's in 94?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What kind of childhood did you have,
Absolutely.
dude?
You don't want to know. It all grew on bushes in the desert. Everything.
What was I in 94? I was 12.
You were 12?
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
man.
know about
I was already
Cochran's
balls
when I was
deep.
12.
I was already balls deep, dude.
In what?
Not really. Yeah, nothing. Comic books. The Sears catalog.
Cochran man?
Yeah.
No.
Johnny Cochran.
There we go. We gotta
What are you Googling?
clear those days out. I mean, I feel like there's so much better days.
No, that same website I was looking at, it says, you want to create a day? This is how you do it.
It's the website of Creative
Seriously.
Days.
They said mostly it's organizations or companies shit that make up days. Be like, man,
Sounds like advertising.
National-
Like I was saying, man, they Onion Ring Day, so the ranch company makes that.
So you think like Farmer John sparked National Hot Dog Day?
Yeah.
yeah, probably. Think about the business, like if you own a donut shop, and just because people are like, oh, it's donut day, I might as well have a donut.
Boom.
Business goes up.
All right, I'm cool with that one. But National Honesty Day, nobody's honest.
Yeah, what the fuck? What are you going to be like? No, you have to be honest.
You know what'd
today.
be cool though if you could be brutally honest and
What if
not
it
get
was
in
a
trouble
law?
for it that day.
What if these days were actual laws?
Right,
And
so-
every special day you had to abide by that specific law.
Or if you did it, you couldn't get in trouble for it. So
Ooh,
like today
yeah,
being
both.
National Honest Day,
Yeah.
and if you went and just told your boss what you really thought,
Yeah.
you couldn't get in trouble because they'd be like, what day did you get fired?
But if you got caught lying, it's like a year in jail,
All right, I'm cool with that.
right?
That would suck.
Don't fucking lie.
But every day is going to be different.
That
Now
hold
I'll go
on.
around asking real serious questions.
Yeah, the National Tell the Truth Day. You'd be like, So did you sleep with him?
Right?
It's like we weren't even together.
Right?
Did you sleep with him?
What did you really think of it?
Yeah, you got to be honest now.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. Then you ask questions you don't
But
want
then
the answers to.
then the next day it's to whatever the loss for that day is. So it's only once a day, Jared. I say we do it.
Make it a holiday?
Yeah,
but make them like a legal part of it.
yeah, the laws apply for that holiday.
So like everybody would have to smoke weed on 420.
Yeah. No,
That'd be hilarious.
I won't
people
force people
No, there's nothing funnier than somebody who doesn't smoke weed smoking weed.
No, yeah, because like they're
oh
always
my
so
God.
apprehensive, but then they get so high, and they're like, "How is this
They
happening?"
think they're gonna die. I mean, look at the cops that called the 911 because
They were high as fuck. They made brownies, and they I would be that high. I'd be like, I'm calling
We're
the
dying.
hospital. No, but I've seen like first time people getting high in there. It's like I've never seen anybody freak out. Everybody just usually has a pretty good time.
Was it Chappelle who talked about the 911 call? They shouldn't be recorded because then they play them for everybody. Remember he was talking about the house on fire?
Man, I don't remember vaguely.
That was funny. There was Chappelle 911 call. And because he's like, you don't want that. He's like, ow! He's like, he was crying and shit on the phone.
Was that a stand-up or a show?
It was I think it was a stand-up, and then he was talking about like how then your friends get a hold of the fucking tape that.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What was that?
Oh,
What are we doing?
uh-oh.
There was clapping involved. What is this?
Yeah, it's Chappelle's emergency call.
Oh, you got, look at that.
Right.
I'm a paranoid guy, that's how I am. I was scared to call 911 for anything, even if it's like a fire or anything.
I miss his
They
stand-up.
tape those phone calls. I see the shows, they tape them. They put them on television. That's fucked up. Now, I'll say anything if I'm scared. That shit is private, you know?
That's true.
They start playing that 911 tape on the news. I'm dead. I can't explain myself to my buddies and shit. We watching the news. We have Reg Chapman on the scene. Reg, what's going on out there? I'll say it's a guy on the scene in a minute. Hi, Bob.
Oh, talk about getting sued.
Oh, this is funny though. You got to keep. Let's just play this one out.
Oh, we're going.
Yes, we just got hold of a copy of Dave Chappelle's Frantic. 911 emergency call. Remember, viewers, some of this language is disturbing. Hello, emergency. Help! Help, motherfucker, they're coming to get me! Just calm down, sir. Where are you? Oh, I shit on myself.
Have you ever called 911?
I was
called
just
it
about to ask you guys.
twice.
Why?
So most recently, my neighbor at the time came over to the house, knocking on the door, and she falls down to the ground. She had a bag of recycling that she was shoving into the back of her car, and there was a broken glass in there, and it slit her from her wrist about 2 inches and about a half-inch deep, dude.
God.
And that shit was hanging. And she's bleeding all over my fucking front door. Like, like a good neighbor would be like, let's get this taken care of.
Like, just stay there.
I was like, man, if you don't get blood off the cement like fast, that shit's gonna stain. Like, that's what I was thinking. I was a dick. But anyway, so I was like, look, I don't want to freak you out, but I gotta call 911 because it's too deep. I've never seen a cut like this deep on somebody. And so I was like, we gotta call. So I gauzed her up, called 911. And then it's great when the paramedic comes up and he's like, oh, that's so reassuring. Like, I was like, all right, cool. At least I called for a good reason, right? And so they wrapped her up and they did this cool. They're like, look, we could take you in the ambulance. That's going to run you about $1,000 to $1,400. He says, look, we got it down. If you can get a ride to the emergency room, you'll be all right.
That's cool.
So yeah, they did that. But the other time, my fucking car stalled out on the 101. All the electricity went out of my car.
Shit. Was it night?
No, it was rush hour traffic, dude. And what was cool is there was a big ass semi truck right behind me, like real close. So I knew nobody was going to slam into me.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't get out of my car.
Really?
Don't you have like an emergency handle or something to pop the door? Is it
No.
all electric?
It's all electric, and how the locking mechanisms are the little round ones that fall
All
in
the way
a
in.
flush.
I hate those.
So I couldn't get out of the car,
That's fucking unsafe, dude. What if you were in a fucking lake?
or the car was on fire and the electrical went out.
I bet you there's somewhere, like you got to look under a seat or something. There's like a knob that.
This car was like 03, so I don't know if there's anything new that's made that prevents that. But
Maybe.
as soon as I got 911 on the phone, the car lit back up and came back to
shit.
life. I was like, "Holy fuck, dude!" It was the battery was just dead celled. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Huh. What about you, Jared?
No?
Nothing. Really?
I called the police once, but never 911.
Calling the popos?
Just
Just to hang out. Just like,
yeah.
hey,
I
guys.
was like, hey guys, kind of bored.
You guys doing anything?
Home by myself.
I was listening to your scanner and noticed
Can
that
you
nothing
come
was going
arrest
on.
me? I need some
It
handcuffs.
was just people outside my apartment were fucking drunk and like going crazy, pissing on the sidewalk and like just being ridiculous.
You never pissed on the sidewalk?
Not on the fucking sidewalk where your dick's hanging out, peeing where people are walking. The only reason I called is because he almost peed on me.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess
Like, I was walking my dog and all of a sudden this guy popped out and was pissing
Like, hey.
onto the sidewalk.
Skeet.
Pissed me off, and the cops didn't even show. They were gone by the time the cops even showed up, like an hour later.
So it's funny. The street that our studio's on, the neighbors here are straight cocks, and I pulled up one time, and there was a sign on the trash can that says, "If you move my trash cans, I will call the police."
What?
And all I can think about is, you seriously think the cops are going to come because you said somebody moved your trash can? Somebody could get shot in the face, and they're not coming for 30 fucking minutes.
seriously.
Which house was this?
Dude, it was, the cocksucker that puts the cones in his
That dickhead.
in his driveway.
Yeah.
But he's not the only one on this block.
Dude,
like, I was up
it's-
the road, and I was like, all I could do was laugh. Like, it was the funniest sign that you think. Now, and I know there's people that are not quick thinkers.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to sit out there and be like, dude, really? You think someone's going to come? I'm almost willing to do this as an experiment, to let's call, to say somebody move my trash cans, and see if we get anybody to come.
See, what sucks is they span them out so you can't park in front of their house. 'cause there's like
I've
a perfect
definitely
gap.
moved some shit over.
I've used some shit with my car.
I've used my car. I pushed them. You've done that
Yeah,
too?
fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because they
I know what they're
span them
doing,
out.
yeah.
That's it's kind of like, honestly, I mean, maybe these people don't give a fuck. They're like, they think they're privileged. I know what it's like to try to find parking around my house. I would be real
Let alone
curious
next to
and-
Ventura fucking Boulevard.
Yeah.
So I would be real courteous, and make it so it's all tight and it's like close and people could park.
I don't know what their problem is. I know the property, because those homes are going for like $1 million plus over here.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. But they live right off Ventura Boulevard, which is like the busiest street in Southern California. And they don't want people parking in front of their house. I'm like, that's stupid. It's dumb. Yeah. We applied to get a pass there anyway. Yeah. That's a whole nother mess.
Move that fucking trash
Move
can.
the trash can.
Yeah.
Like,
Or I'll move
come
it for
on.
you.
I've thrown them on the ground. Like, I've knocked them over and said,
It's not the
"Fuck
trash
this."
can's
You
fault,
pushed them
buddy.
down, dude?
It's not his fault.
It's just annoying, man.
You're just trying to send a message. Huh?
I was trying to send a message.
Put a horse head in the trash can.
You just want to park, people.
Man.
Because I've come out to my car with garbage cans, like
they put 'em
touching
on
my
'em.
car,
Yeah,
like,
they do that.
by my fucking door.
Yeah.
That's when I send a message.
Just kick that
I
shit.
just fucking
That's gotta feel
imagine
good.
pouring
Just
all
do
the
a front kick to a trash
Oh,
can.
dude, that's what I did. I kicked it like a fucking hard, and knocked it over.
It's gotta feel
And
so
I just
rewarding.
looked at it and then drove away.
Man, what if it was like a Pixar movie who was just a sad
No,
trash can? It's not his fault.
You have to kick the trash can and then play fucking Thug Life as you take off, dude.
Right?
But loud. She gets
I mean, I don't know.
subwoofers put in your car.
I've seen, I don't know, man, how some people are. I've seen people, I walk my dog.
Where's
and-
National Don't Be a Dick Day?
that don't exist.
Mm-mm.
I walk my dog and I pick up his poop
Oh, you
all the time. And I've seen, there's motherfuckers that will stand out there and watch me and watch my dog shit and watch me pick it up.
You want to make sure, dude.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. They say I have a bag, but it's just like
So
I understand it at a point, but like, don't just be weird about it and not even say anything. Just like sitting there watching me.
here's the flip side of that. I took my daughter to the park right before I was taking off from Portland, and the park had the wood chips, not the sand.
Oh yeah.
And I'm taking her up, dude. Come to find out, I stepped in the biggest pile of dog shit ever that I've ever stepped in. It was like I couldn't even see my shoe anymore.
You fell inside it.
I fell inside it, and I was livid, dude. I was like, it was one of those things like somebody could have keyed my car, and I probably wouldn't have been as upset that I was that they let some dog shit in the playground where all the kids played, dude. Like that person, whoever. That person,
you're talking about a park, you're not talking about a dog park.
No, like a kids park.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up.
It was,
it could have been a wild dog though. I mean,
it wasn't a wild dog. St. Little Rock.
It had pedigree in the poop. There's a pedigree poop.
There's some fucking asshole like, that's funny.
Probably. Or some kid walking the dog.
Oh, man, pissed me off, dude. Because I couldn't get it off, and we got to get back in the car to.
Oh yeah, that sucks. You know what I do is I roll with a spare pair of shoes in the trunk.
Just in case.
No, well, because sometimes I'll do hiking or something, and I want to get my car all fucked up, and I have stepped in dog shit, so I got a spare of old shoes in my trunk, just in case. Or the occasional murder happens, I get blood on my shoe.
Out of all the animals, dude, dog shit's got to be the worst.
Yeah, I fell in one time.
You fell in?
No, seriously.
You guys are crazy.
I was like 5 or 6, and we were camping, and me and my brother were playing football. And he threw it. I was running to get it, and I full on slipped in a fresh cow patty. And when I slipped, dude, I fucking came up in the air, and it went all up my leg and up on my back.
Now, see, that's only a problem if they're not grass-fed cows, because you could step in a cow patty if it's grass and it's nowhere near the viscosity or the level of dog shit.
Viscosity.
I mean, it didn't stink or anything, but it got all over me.
Yeah. That sucks.
You could go to a park that has like a bunch of geese, and you could step in the geese shit, and it's not fucking sticking to your shoe forever. You'll never get all that dog shit off. I'm just saying.
And it doesn't stink.
Man, we made a shitty turn in this podcast over here. Talking about poops. What else you got on your list,
What else?
Mike?
Oh, well, this one's big. This one, I think, has been a buzz lately. The Pacquiao fight this weekend.
Yeah.
That's happening this weekend. I wanted to get a jump on it. Because the dollar amount, there's two things that bother me a lot with this fight. One, more so that it should have taken place 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's, and who knows, 5 years ago, maybe it makes more than what it's making now, but it's making so much. It's going to make so much money.
I bet it's making more now because of all the hype. And people still want to see the fight.
But the hype was just as big 5 years ago.
That's
true.
true.
I remember. I specifically remember being at a barbecue talking about the fight.
That was the fight.
Yeah,
that's who's going down next. I mean, what other opportunity you got? These two fighters in their prime, fighting at the same time at the same weight class. Like, this is it.
Right.
This is going down. Nope. They pushed that shit out.
Was it all Mayweather saying he didn't want to do it, or was it both of them?
I don't know. I mean, you hear both sides that some shit came up on each end, but I know Pacquiao didn't want to turn down a fight. And then as he gets knocked out by Marquez, I felt that was the defining moment that this fight won't mean shit. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going to tell you who I think's going to win, and I'll tell you who I want to win.
Yeah.
I think Mayweather's going to win this fight. I don't think he takes this fight any other time. If he thinks there's a slight chance. If it goes to decision, no way Pacquiao's getting the decision. And basically, he has to fucking put him down. He's got to at least put Floyd down.
Pacquiao does.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't know a person that's not shitty that wants
That's not shitty.
Mayweather to win.
I don't know of anybody that wants Mayweather to win.
Like, why? This guy, I mean...
He's good. He's just a dick.
No, he's a great boxer.
Yeah.
He's not a good person.
Right.
Like, and then that transcends into what people see of him from the media, you know? Like, there's been, lots of different sports athletes that are just suck as people and you don't like them, but they might still be a good player.
You know what's funny? In no other sporting contest does a racial element pop up like boxing
good
does.
Point, yeah.
Think about it, because we've been at fights, right, where you got a Mexican fighter fighting a black dude, and then we got black people and Mexicans watching this fight together, and it really the tensions do come up.
Absolutely,
and it's almost an underlying thing that nobody says it,
right,
but you feel it in the room.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's always, like, even within the boxing world, like, I know this is a fictional film, but Rocky II, there's some racist shit going on in there, and then there's all this like race stuff that does happen within
It's
it.
gotta be. It's gotta, like, the tension's gotta be so thick in it. And even in this aspect, it's like, you got a Filipino fighting a black dude, but it's still, he's fighting a black dude.
Yeah.
And more so than not, black dudes are going to go for Floyd.
Not only race is one component, but I also think your nationality plays a part too. I'll flip on a boxing match randomly, and I'll see the flag, and I'll root for the American, whoever the American is, whatever.
Yeah,
whoever
but in
it
this
is.
fight, it's
Yeah.
going to be a Filipino flag and an American
Versus an
flag.
American.
Right.
So you going for Floyd?
Pacquiao looks pretty good. I like Pacquiao. I don't know. You know why though? He's a nice guy. He gives back to the community.
Well, that goes back to Jared's thing. It's a personality thing, and how like he's
That
really
trumps. Yeah.
you've never heard of Pacquiao doing something crazy.
No, you never not liked that guy.
Pacquiao, let me see. He's never kidnapped his kids, and he never beat his wife. Oh, that's the other one. Sorry, I had him mixed up.
I mean, he does. He spends a lot of money on the people around him.
Mm-hmm.
I read that he spent $3 million on 80 tickets for the fight.
No, Floyd.
No, this is Pacquiao.
Pacquiao spent $80 million, or
$3 million.
oh, he bought the tickets.
Yeah, he bought $3 million for all his crew, like his friends and family so they could come to the fight. I mean, I heard stories of the guy. His house out here would have like his friends living in his house.
Yeah, they stay there. It was on one of the shows. They all just hang out at his house and stay there. He lets people live there.
Yeah. What's funny is like just sports. Michael Jordan, to everybody, nobody liked him. He was like an asshole, cocky dick.
Well, he's still an asshole.
He still is. But everybody in the media, like they never portrayed him really that way.
But
and everybody liked him.
Jordan wasn't flashy.
Yeah.
Like Floyd is, dude.
That's true. It's the Flash.
That's the Flash.
Like how nobody liked Dennis Rodman. Because he was so I liked him though.
I liked it. Yeah, see,
But
Dennis
some people
Rodman had
didn't.
like this clown like aspect to him.
It was because he was cool, but like what other kind of like athlete is so flashy besides Mayweather? Like that is just like you're like God.
I couldn't tell you
don't
off the top of
like
my
that
head at that level.
Right.
But you look at like Chad Johnson.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's why he's not playing today. You also have it's all of the loudmouth, big mouth people.
Dude, but Mayweather is. I think I read this is one of the wealthiest athletes that ever lived.
Yeah, because they make
really?
so much
Yeah.
money during these fights. And this was cool because when I was researching the money this fight was going to make, they make a good point that in boxing there's no owners. They're not paying the fucking owners. So they could take these large purses, and who do they got to pay? Your staff. They're already getting paid, so all this is gravy. Floyd Mayweather could make up to $120 on this fight, no matter what happens. Pacquiao could come out, knock him out with one punch, and he's making $120 million. I would let Pacquiao hit me in the face for half that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
McNeely, the dude that fought Tyson right after Tyson got out, $3 million. That fight lasted less than a minute.
It is what it is. I mean, do you think they deserve it? I don't know.
I have an issue with people saying,
Hold on, he's gonna make 125
yeah,
on this. So I'm reading this right now.
and split 60-40.
The
60-40
the
going to
highest
Mayweather.
paid like athletes on Forbes, and Floyd Mayweather is number one,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
then Cristiano, or whatever the hell his name is, the soccer player, and then LeBron James
LeBron James is up there too.
3.
Yeah,
So salary.
He's not like a flashy guy though, right?
No,
No.
I people.
But- and
give
again, he
him
does- so-
a lot of
yeah.
shit.
But his issue was leaving Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was the big issue.
In the way he did it, because if he left, nobody would have accused him. But he had a whole hour special about fucking going down to South Beach.
Yeah, but it's that same token where you leave your wife for a hotter, younger chick. It's kind of him
No, that's what
leaving
happened.
Cleveland to go to South Beach. But then he came back.
Yeah, he was younger too. He was only 23, 24 when he left.
He
Like, that's
won
a
that
young
championship,
guy.
and they went and got it. That's
They
what's
won.
crazy to me.
Won 2 in a row, didn't they?
Yeah. So-
Now he's back, has his old number, and he's giving back to his community.
But he's always done that. He's always been good with the kids. Like, he'll
Yeah.
ride bikes with the local kids to practice. Like, he does all that shit. So, again, you don't see fucking Floyd doing shit for the kids. It's for the kids. Was that Traffic? You remember that?
What?
Traffic?
Traffic?
Remember the movie?
Dude, how cool.
I thought you were
Del
doing the
Toro-
traffic right now.
No,
What's the
Benicio del
traffic?
Toro wanted,
Yeah.
he worked with the FBI just to get the baseball field for the kids.
Yeah.
Imagine being like a golfer, making tons of money.
and fucking all kinds of hot chicks.
Dude, you're just golfing. Like, there were golfers that were drunks.
I think John Daly was like the only one, right?
No, there are other drunks, I'm sure. Like,
I'm an editor. That's a drunk.
you just like go around and you golf. Like, I think anybody could get good at golfing if you practice a shitload.
There's a guy right now. He's doing this experiment. That's based off this 10,000 hours to become an expert. So he's like, I guess he's like halfway into it, but he's doing golf.
Really?
And he said he's trying to go pro within 10,000 hours of practice.
It's technique, you know? Like, golf is a big technique kind of sport. I mean, there's natural abilities. They're getting it, like, understanding it since you're a kid.
Well, let's think about it in, like, guitar world. If you spend 10,000 hours practicing guitar, you could be pretty fucking damn good.
Yeah.
But then, you know, there's just, like you said, there's that natural ability.
The prodigies that are just like Jimi Hendrix picked up a guitar and he was just good, probably. I mean, practiced the shit out of it.
You know, for Jimmy was a great guitar player.
It was his style.
He's not. You can't put him in as the best guitar player. He was just so unique and original, and I think that
is what makes it. Yeah,
but I don't think you can put the best guitar player.
No, because there's probably some doctor at the University of Berkeley.
That's just fucking amazing.
That's just amazing, but he's got no personality to him, so he's not.
He's a good technician. He's not a musician.
I mean, what we think as musicians encompasses everything, where look and style and playability. Exactly. You have to have all that.
Right, because, like, think about, you know, it's hard to, like, people that write songs, it's not easy.
No.
And think about the Beatles that wrote how many hits.
Great songs.
Dude, like...
Some fucking stinkers, though, by the way.
But that's to be said.
Some fucking horrible songs.
Some directors do shitty movies.
Absolutely.
How many directors make really bad movies.
Absolutely. That's what... I mean, because everybody's like, oh, the Beatles are the best, but every time I put in an album, like, all right, I'm going to put in an album. And there's some fucking retarded, stupid fucking songs.
Maybe that's why they never won a Grammy.
Probably.
You know?
But they kind of set the tone.
Chris Brown has, though.
They set the tone for everybody. You know? Like, I don't know if I've ever met or heard people say that they weren't somewhat influenced by the Beatles, because they created this whole kind of different world.
Yeah, that is true. They did have a unique sound, and they were
and then that goes towards the originality portion of it, you know.
But then nobody else had done that before them.
Right.
That's what's strange about living in our time period now. Is like there's so much stuff that's happened. Like, you know, let's just say specifically music. There could be other things. Like, where else do you go?
I feel music hasn't been at its fucking rock bottom like it's been in the last couple of years, dude.
It's been crap.
I don't think there's been anything good.
No, right? I think in the like early 2000s was the worst. I think now I've heard a lot of good music now, like a lot of good music.
No, but I don't know if we had this conversation on the podcast, but we were saying, or I was saying, there'll never be another Dark Side of the Moon.
No,
never. That's it.
See, that's what I'm getting to as far as like. It's like, what is that? Like, because that was first of its kind. You know, like Dark Side of the Moon. Nothing was really like as popular as it was and what they did.
And I don't know if the market's just so flooded with who can do this now.
Yeah.
You know, before you used to have to be able to go into a studio with somebody who knows how to run that gear.
Yeah.
Now, dude, you could go to Guitar Center right now for $300 and go get yourself a little studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're going to put that shit on the internet.
Maybe somebody's created something as good as Dark Side of the Moon, but it's so saturated we'll never hear it.
I think it would be prevalent if it was, because I think it would just cut through.
No, but it's also at the time, you know, that psychedelic rock, you know, with prog influences, all this stuff, that wasn't done. Now it's like we're waiting for something, which is kind of hard, that hasn't been done that's going to blow your mind. Like that blew people's mind because it was the first of its kind.
You know, I'm not a big book reader. I don't read a lot of books, but you being a book reader, do you find that? I mean, how many books are out there? Wouldn't this be the same problem with books?
Books are stories.
That's a good
though.
point. Yeah, I mean, there's stories, and you're finding like once you start reading these stories, you're finding like Game of Thrones. There's a book that came out in like the 70s or 80s that was almost identical. Like there's so many stories that just stepped on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at some point, it's got to get flooded again in that area.
Maybe.
No,
so how do you sift through that?
But think about how long, you know, plays, you know, like in the Greek times, like it's the same kind of stories. Like they say that there hasn't been an original idea since the Greeks. and which is like there's these 7 kind of categories of what like a drama or comedy or all
Right,
the
which all
tragedy, all
entails-
these things. That's nobody could ever do something different. Yeah, you could cross the boundaries of what it is, but as far as literature, they kind of said like there's
That's it.
nothing
That's it. Yeah.
unique is ever going to happen again. But it's the stories and the style and the way you kind of portray it.
You know what? You know what's just this is what has to happen. It's just the change of taste is what kind of progresses you on. I mean, because look at how our parents are like, you're not listening to the devil's music.
Yeah, rock and roll was
And then that
devil
changed, and then now it's so part of our past history with music. Maybe that's just it. Maybe we're falling into that realm of
We're getting
getting
old.
too fucking old to understand the new
I
shit.
don't know. I just think it's different. Yeah, there's like I don't know. It's all about time periods. It is so oversaturated now. Think about the mid '60s into the '70s, like what music was doing, what films were doing, and like it was all so different. It was such like there was such an atmosphere and such a culture, specifically the United States, but really it was taking over the whole world. This whole just different culture, psychedelic culture. And it's like that's
heavily drug influenced. Maybe now with the legalization of things coming around and the decriminalization of drugs, maybe there'll be this new spark of.
But it's still the oversaturation. We could it's just like something's popular on the internet for a day and then it's gone.
Right.
Like in the 90s, there was a big culture, grunge rock and protest kind of like the type of people that were around in the 90s. Like that was huge. Like that's the last time I could really think of something of being so
Like a movement.
prevalent as a movement. Like we haven't had that kind of movement.
I had a good
It dies away.
I had a good movement today. It was good.
Hey, how did we get here from the Pacquiao?
I don't know, but I got some news if you guys want to.
Let's do some
hear
news.
that. You guys want to hear some news? All right,
hear some
play me some drum roll or clap your hands or something. I need like an intro. Maybe we should work on that.
You need to just work on an intro.
I'll make an
You
intro.
could cheer for me. Cheer. Yay. Folks.
Can you do like hot off the presses? Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep,
yeah,
beep,
something
beep.
like that. World news. Ooh. We're getting sued,
Oh,
baby.
for this one, we're going to do it.
We played Dave Chappelle earlier.
No, I don't think... we're not getting sued for Dave Chappelle. I think that for sure we will, dude.
If we haven't got sued yet, then we're we're
because we haven't
definitely
played
gonna
that
get
one.
sued.
Yeah. He's going to wake up in his house, like the phone's going to ring
He
at 3 in the
knows,
morning.
yeah.
Like, what?
We haven't even aired this yet. They're fucking getting out.
He's already knows. DUI checkpoint in Lancaster, folks. It doesn't tell me where, but it's from 6 to 2 a.m. So, is there Uber in Lancaster?
Wait, no, there's not.
Why not?
I don't.
Because it's all spread out, and there's probably not. It would be very safe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
wouldn't be
cost
safe.
effective. Wait,
That's sad.
is that tonight? There's a.
Friday. This is Friday.
Oh, you're giving the peeps a heads up.
I'm giving you guys a heads up. Well, don't drink and drive anyway, but there is a Dewey checkpoint
You know what's
in
great?
Lancaster.
This is why I won't get rid of my Facebook, because I love seeing how ignorant and dickhead people are.
Drama.
Somebody was bitching about how, because on Facebook for every now and then you'd see hey, DUI checkpoint right here or there.
Right.
And so this chick who will remain nameless says,
Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany. Says, all of you guys posting where the DUI checkpoints are just as guilty as those people driving drunk.
Wow.
The fucking cops tell you where it is.
Yeah, they have to tell you where it
Yeah.
is because it's fucking entrapment.
Yeah.
When they shove you in I didn't know this. They legally have to give alternative routes.
Oh yeah, I've
to
seen
where
them.
you go.
Like there'll be a sign, and you just like meh, turn
Yeah.
a different way. And you're fine.
So, dude, it's just one of those things, and I have no qualms with telling anybody where a DUI checkpoint is, because if you get pulled over for .08, dude, we know. Now, if you're a 110-pound chick and you've had like 12 beers, you're probably not in a good position anyways.
Well, what's .08? Like, what would be .08 for me?
Look, you could take a sip of beer and blow into that thing, and you're going to blow over .08.
For real?
Yeah. It's your blood alcohol levels really what count. I mean, so if you...
So the breathalyzer don't mean shit. What if you told them I don't
It
want
does, though.
breathalyzer?
It does. Well,
It
then
does.
you got to take blood.
Your breathalyzer only counts at the station where they're certified at. So if you're like .09 and they take you in, chances are you'll probably be, by the time you get there.
You guys ever go to a restaurant, have 2 beers with a meal? Just 2 beers, and you're cool to go?
You could be busted, dude.
An average
You'd be busted.
average person, 6 foot and skinny, would get a Dewey from that.
And I'm not condoning going out there and getting fucked up.
No,
and
neither am I.
driving.
I'm just saying it's so. It's,
I guess the cops are looking for the revenue, right?
That's what
It's hard. I feel like
Well, here, you want to talk revenue? Your ticket for driving in the carpool lane is way more than if you got busted on your cell phone.
Yeah, because it's like what, almost $400 for a
Who are you
carpool lane?
more likely to kill? Driving with one person in the
cell
carpool
phone.
lane or on the cell phone? Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
DUIs are like I think very heavy in small towns, like my hometown,
Alaska.
dude. You're gonna get followed or you're gonna get pulled over. Like it's no question. I've been followed, but you just like get the hell out of there and like pull over somewhere.
Like go real fast?
No, like say if they get behind you, just act like
Try
you're
to beat
going
the
to some
cops?
store or something. Like, and I've gotten pulled over for doing nothing. They're just checking.
You ever want to be in a high-speed chase?
If I had a fast car,
I feel like I just want to do it once.
I was in a high-speed chase, but not with cops.
We should do like a high-speed chase where like you pay to go do it, and so like when they catch you, you don't go to jail, but you get that
that rush from
feeling.
it.
Dude, that adrenaline's got to be fucking more so than bungee jumping, dude.
It's no. I mean, it literally happened to me. I was in a high-speed chase. These guys were chasing me. I think I've told this story on the podcast before. These guys were chasing me and my friend, and I was like 16 years old. And we were going as fast as my little Pontiac Sunbird could go, which was 100 miles an hour. But I was going pedal to the metal all the way fucking down. And it was scary. It wasn't fun.
Pussy.
If I was in like a fast car, it would be all right.
Or if you had
No, but I'm talking like
Tim
cops,
with you.
not by some fucking random stranger. We'll just do some cop chase.
So it's just fun. Good fun.
Good old fun, dude. Some banjo music playing.
There is a guy in Palmdale that is stealing breast pumps.
What?
Yeah. So what he's doing is he's going to a Target and he's swapping the labels. So, and he keeps doing this.
Wait. So what do you mean swapping the label?
He'd take the expensive $400 breast pump and he'd swap it with a $150 breast pump. There's like tagged on labels, and but he keeps doing it. It's not like a one-time thing. He couldn't
He's a
afford.
serial
trying to
breast
do-
pump stealer?
Yeah, this dude's stealing breast.
Is he trying to help people out to get the
Yeah,
better
because
breast
the
pump?
breast-
He's like the breast pump Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing worse than a shitty breast pump.
Fucking chafes so hard.
Right? Jeez. There was a man found shot to death in Little Rock.
Oh, no shit. I just
Yeah.
left there. What's his name?
Miguel Romero, 46.
Let me see his picture.
Yeah, he's right here. He was a delivery man was found shot to death inside his truck in Little Rock. He was delivering corn.
What the fuck?
Corn. I don't know.
They say what street?
W8, 98.
W8.
Yeah, East Avenue, W8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shot in the chest, delivering corn, Little Rock. Gotta love Palmdale. Those are the 3 stories I got for you kids today.
Man,
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I would hate to get shot.
I don't think it feels good.
Yeah. Nobody
Like-
wakes up like, you know what? I feel like it's
No,
shot
but
today.
imagine like you got shot, but you're gonna live, but it would still be like, fuck, this hurts so bad.
What would you think it would? See,
I don't know.
well,
I don't think it
here's,
would.
Here's my opinion. I think the big
Well, that's
big
just-
wounds don't hurt as much as the little tiny ones. Like
What?
I'd rather almost if something's gonna happen to me, I'd probably rather get shot in the shoulder than like stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah.
that's the thing though. With getting shot in the shoulder, there's so much shit right there. That's gotta hurt.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
but you're not gonna die.
You're not gonna die. It'd probably be the safest place to get shot.
Yeah.
So would
You know-
yeah, because getting stabbed would suck.
But I don't think getting stabbed hurts as much as you think it does.
Well, it's probably quick, but it's
Well,
like as you're
Only
bleeding
because I
out.
think what'll happen is it'll just hit whatever that initial breaking point is. That would suck. But think internally, I don't think you'd feel it.
When I was a kid, I was about 8 years
I
old.
could be just full of shit.
No, well, when I was a kid, I was about 8 or 9. I got into a knife fight. No, I was climbing. It was like raining out. My grandparents had this wrought iron fence with the kind with the spikes with the little designs on it.
Yeah.
I was climbing it, and all of a sudden I couldn't move. And I was like, "What am I doing?" I looked, and the fence had impaled into my side.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I still have stitches. It was I'd say about 3 inches across, and the whole top of the fence was in my
So
stomach.
you're just stuck hanging on the side of
I
the
was
fucking
dangling,
fence.
and I didn't realize because I was trying to hop it to go into my grandparents' house, and it would just slipped.
Where
and
did
I
you
didn't-
impale yourself at?
Right here. I still have stitches right here.
You still have stitches or the scar?
Well, the scar.
They never took them out.
Yeah, they never took them out. So yeah, but I didn't feel it. I was just like, why am I not moving? And I looked and see, I started crying. I remember I started crying because I saw it. I don't remember the pain at all.
That's how little kids are. Like, if you don't give them any attention when they like get hurt,
When they fall?
they won't cry. But if you give them like, oh, are you okay, honey?
Yeah.
They'll be,
Man, that's when the waterworks come on, dude.
You know it doesn't work? It doesn't hurt. Stop crying. Doesn't hurt at all.
was that the most? No, you had a accident on your motorcycle. I was going to ask, what's the most like injury you've had? The biggest injury you've
The
ever
motorcycle one was pretty good, but this could have been bad because it was in my stomach, like my sides, all up in
How'd
it.
they get you off? They lift you off?
They had to pick me up. And then they took me to the hospital, and I remember the doctor was like, "You know how fucking lucky you are."
Really?
Yeah. And
I think they just say that to everybody.
that's true.
You got a paper cut?
Yeah.
You know how fucking lucky you are?
But the motorcycle one was bad because I remember having recurring dreams about the accident.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was one of those. It was sort of like
Some PTSD shit.
It was PTSD for like a weekend. I remember just kind of going through it in my head over and over and over. But that was a bad accident. I crashed into another motorcycle and I flew across an intersection. And I snapped Chase's leg. Hey buddy, I know you probably listening. I snapped his leg in half. And then I broke my foot.
That's really gross.
What's gross is I saw his bone sticking out of his leg. And he tried to stand up.
Yeah.
I stood up, and I didn't know I'd broken... There's pictures where I have, like, my whole side is fucked up, like just road rash everywhere, and I got bruised up legs. And I stood up and took my bike out of the street.
Jeez.
Didn't know my foot was... I had, like, 4 bones broken in my foot. I didn't even know. So, adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
Oh, yeah.
But within 10, 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, I better sit down.
Serious pain.
Yeah, it sucked. But Chase had his bones hanging out of his leg, so he got it
Did
bad.
you both have to go through surgery?
I didn't know. I didn't have to do surgery. They just had to set my foot. I had to nothing. Out of accidents go, mine went the way you want it to go if you're going to get in an accident. Chase had to. He has titanium rods through his tibia and his fibula, both of them. And then he had to go through physical therapy.
You broke
for like
both
6
his
months.
legs?
I cut both his bones in half.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What's the most... So have you ever had like a serious injury?
Never had a serious injury, but the most painful one, I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, when I got my thumb jammed in the 50 cal bolt.
Oh, yeah. You told us about that.
That was, dude, that was the first time I ever got nauseous from pain. I thought I was going to throw up. That was it.
I've been pretty lucky, man. I don't
Really?
think... I've never really been seriously hurt. In wrestling, my freshman year, a guy cross-faced me. So people that don't know, it's when the hand comes across your face and goes like across your nose.
Oh, that's it?
The guy ripped my fucking bottom piece of my nose off so I could pull it down. You could see through it.
That sucks.
That sucked. That's like, but other than that, like I just...
What'd you do to him? Give him a wedgie?
Oh, he was a senior and I was a little bitch freshman, so I didn't do anything.
Dude, you're like 6'6".
Not then.
Oh, you weren't?
I was like 6 foot.
You're like, one day.
And he was ripped, dude, so it was like, I wasn't going to fight this guy.
Oh, really? Did you say something, Howie?
Yeah, I was like, stop. And I was like holding my face, and I was like, fuck, look. And I was all bleeding.
Oh, man.
I was bleeding.
Bleeding. Well, I hope somebody ends up bleeding this weekend. I don't want to tell you who, but...
What is that fucking... That is terrible. That is terrible.
It was back to the fight reference.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it did sound like awful.
I want people to
Like
bleed.
someone's going to bleed. Jeez. That sounded scary. Man, all right. I won't mess with Mike.
No, you got well, I guess we know who you're taking in the fight this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It's Saturday, huh? Yeah, Pacquiao. I don't have money on it or anything.
No, I could not bet on boxing, dude.
No.
Just couldn't do it.
I don't trust it at all.
I want Pacquiao to win. I think Mayweather's going to take the fight.
Don't think that way. Let's just hope Pacquiao wins.
Let's just hope Pacquiao wins.
We should just hold hands and watch it, guys.
Do you want to just...
Just hold hands.
Let's see if we do an in-fight podcast this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to try to do a podcast during the fight?
Let's not make any promises, but
We'll try some out.
Depending on how many beverages we ingest.
Well,
I like it.
thanks again, guys, for hanging out with us and listening to our 20th hour of Babble Bullshit.
Yeah.
We love hanging out with you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Happy Truth Day.
14 North Radio.
Give me one truth.
It sounded like you were going to rape someone when you said.
You're like, somebody's gonna bleed this weekend.
I was like, Mike's going raping Saturday. What do you like? How do you pack for that?
Like popping cherries.